Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Turf Toe Show, presented by TurfToeShow.com. As you see, we got a new little setup, trying to change it up a little bit. But my name is Mike Floyd, joined as always by Rick and Morty, Mr. Avalanche, and Mr. Glowman. So,
Caught me off guard, Rick and Morty.
I mean, you're all wearing a Rick and Morty shirt.
I wasn't expecting it.
It's like, well, dub. But today, we're going to talk about the whole, Mike McCarthy getting fired because we got the biggest Packers fan in the house. So I know he's ecstatic about it. But before we get to that,
Talking about it.
say what?
So he been talking about it.
Yeah, he was talking about it before, I think, last week's show, right?
Talking about last year.
They talking about how McCarthy's going to get fired. And we're like, nah. And he's like,
it's gonna happen, and I'm glad it happened when it did.
but before we get to that, we're going to bring us some recent stuff in the news. And if you know me, I follow a lot of like smaller stuff, like pro teams and shit like that, like WNBA, fucking random shit. Well, there's two new pro football teams, pro football leagues starting up. You got the AAF and everybody's favorite, the XFL. The AAF is starting up in February. I want to say their whole thing is like, what if football doesn't end in February? So they're starting up. They have 8 teams. Their season starts February 9th, 2019. They got teams in Atlanta, Birmingham, Orlando, Memphis, Arizona, Salt Lake, San Antonio, and San Diego. Then you got the XFL, which I want to say has 8 teams as well, but they have teams in the normal cities: Dallas, Houston, LA, New York, St. Louis, Seattle, Tampa Bay, DC. My question to you guys, it's probably playing the audio in the background, so y'all probably hear that crap. Let me turn off Andrew Luck's dad. Yeah, he's just up there like. But how do y'all feel about there being not really a competitors to the NFL, but 2 competing like minor league football pro leagues in the U.S.? Do you think there should be 2, or do you think they should just join forces to just make one big one?
I mean, maybe they should just make one big one because if just looking at the past, like with the USFL and the XFL itself, just when they were going on, they both folded fairly quickly. I mean, the XFL, the original, only a season and a half.
I think that one folded because they were trying to be like the WWF and doing all the antics and stuff. They weren't really focused on the football.
True. But I guess my point is, there's been in the past, there's been other like competing or leagues that have tried to compete, and they just have perished, in competition with the NFL, because the NFL is king, obviously.
Yep.
But if they're able, like, so with the what was it, the AAF?
Yeah, the Alliance of American Football.
Okay, if they can get like a partnership with the NFL, because I know a lot of guys, we've even talked about this as far as there being some sort of minor league transition versus having to go to college or just being undrafted or playing for a junior college or anything like that. They could be some sort of minor league companion to the NFL.
Yeah.
I think that's where they'd be able to maybe be able to make some money.
Yeah, because I was looking at the arena football. That was a big thing back maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They only have 4 teams now.
I didn't even know the arena football was still going.
Yeah, because I remember like John Bon Jovi was like a big thing with it. Because what's up?
There used to be one down here.
Yeah. I know New Orleans had the New Orleans Voodoo and stuff like that. I used to watch them all the time.
You had the Colorado Crush.
The Dallas Force or something like that. Not Dallas, but the Atlanta Force or some stuff like that. Georgia Force. But yeah, man, I used to watch that stuff all the time, and you just like you said, it's a good way for these guys who were decent in college but just didn't get picked up in the pro leagues,
Right.
the
Well,
NFL.
I mean, speaking with the Arena League, there were a lot of, fairly big name NFL players that came from the Arena League.
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner, he's one of the biggest ones. I mean, he came and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, he should have been drafted though.
Yeah, he should have.
But I don't know. I mean, it's more football, so I'm for it. I mean, yeah, if you can't make the pros, at least there's a way you can do something with the sport you love. I don't mind it. I mean, 2 separate leagues, huh? I mean, it's just different, I guess, because the wear and tear on the body. So I don't know if you can have like a G League or a developmental league in a sport after you've already kind of really been prepared to the ultimate level. I think college really does have it right for you.
Right.
Where if you got the talent to get recruited, and they give you 6 years of eligibility, really, technically.
Well, I think with college, though, it's so many teams, though. They're so spread out. I think with this being more concentrated.
I mean, it's more concentrated. I mean, it's just something else that people can watch, people can go to. They put it in places that probably usually don't really have a sports team already.
That's why I like the AAF right now, because they gave San Antonio a team.
Yeah.
They gave Birmingham, Alabama a team.
And it gives teams something that they have to travel hours and hours to go to a game.
Yeah,
And if you love the sport of football, at least there's something you can you can see in person.
Yeah, because you know that Birmingham Stadium's gonna be packed out. They love football down there.
Else to
Yeah,
do.
'cause there's nothing. Yeah, there's no other.
If there's
sports
no
team.
sports there, that's perfect.
San Diego's been dying for another team since the Chargers technically left.
They can take over Qualcomm.
San Diego didn't have the following for it, in my opinion.
Memphis Express, I mean,
Yeah, if they don't have a football, I believe that's a good fill over since you can't put a real NFL team there.
Yeah.
So
well, Atlanta has 2 teams now.
well, that whole place chokes. So
Well, watch the Atlanta Legends be better than the Falcons,
Right, maybe Matt Ryan will find a home.
dude.
Let's see.
But no, I've been kind of following this right now. I mean, Trent Richardson's playing for the Birmingham Iron,
Really?
so
Well, look at their website. It says Kurt Warner is going to be a lead analyst for their protector pick QB draft. Or whatever that's
yeah, he was during their draft. He was out there talking about like, kind of like how John Gruden was doing his Gruden grinders kind of thing.
Okay.
That's what he was doing.
That makes sense.
It was kind of interesting. I mean, the way they're doing it, they just didn't half-ass it. They were like they've been working on this for years, and the guys they brought in like Palomalu, they brought in
Really?
what is his name? He played for the Steelers. He was the middle linebacker, not middle linebacker, the safety.
which one?
No, my bad. No, fuck. What is his name? The bald-headed Hawaiian dude. He might have been a receiver.
You
Oh,
talking
you talking
about Randall
about
Hill?
no, he talking about Heinz Ward.
Heinz Ward, yeah. They brought Heinz Ward's like the face of this thing right now.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's like all about it. Let me see. Executives. You get Heinz Ward, head of football development. You got Troy Polamalu, head of player relations. I want to say Mike Vick is a coach.
Really?
Justin Tuck he's like an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Justin Tuck is player engagement board of advisors. Jared Allen's on the board. Dean Blandino, he's helping with officiating.
There's a lot of Forber.
Mike Pereira, officiating consultant. So they got guys who know what they're talking about.
I mean, this could be.
I mean, I don't, it ain't
Could be
gonna, I don't
something to
think it's
watch.
gonna be anything really, but I think because you're not seeing the elite level talent.
They got
So
Bill Polian, head of football
you're gonna-
co-founder.
It's something that kids can go enjoy and old people can see their former idols
Yeah.
in some type of football like again, since they're not really obviously they're not in the NFL.
But I mean, there still might be some decent competition though.
Yeah,
Although it may not be elite.
it's a
level.
10-week season.
It's gonna be people are gonna watch it because it's football. I mean, think
Yeah.
about it. And then I mean, I watched the like American flag football to
Yeah.
a tournament. I watched that,
Yeah.
so I would watch this just because it's the sport. You're not
Yeah.
watching this for anything else other than to watch the sport you care about. Really.
Right.
That's true.
So I think it's good to see. It's gonna be a different level of talent. It's not gonna be as. I mean, it may be even more exciting because it's not. Everybody's not. There's going to be a bigger talent gap. You're gonna have guys that could go to the NFL that just didn't because of trouble or whatever, and then you're gonna have just everybody else. I think it's gonna be something else.
They're probably gonna bring down a lot of those guys from the Canadian Football League as well, because they're playing around the same time.
Yeah.
And what's funny about this, the guy that made the documentary about why the XFL failed, he's the one launching this.
Okay, so he's trying to take whatever.
Whatever that he learned from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like literally on their news thing is like they planned this a year ahead of Vince McMahon's plan an XFL reboot.
Well, it's gotta last, man. It's gotta last. It's gonna be
Right.
more entertaining. It's gonna be more fast paced. It's gonna be a lot. I mean, I think it's gonna be. Because I mean, the way the NFL is getting, it's kind of getting a little annoying. Anyway, so it's something else.
Well, with them, it's all. Well, we're gonna talk about Reuben Foster in a second, but I mean, I'm also looking at the XFL. I mean, when you look at their site, they really don't have they haven't had their draft yet. They're
Yeah.
selling like season tickets. You don't even have coaches yet. I was joking around with Harris the other day. I was like, or I was with both of y'all. And I was like, I'm try out to be like the, what was it, the team president for the Houston whatever team.
Hey, might as well. It's still growing right now. You don't know how long. I mean, as long as it can stay, this time. You know, I mean, why not? I'm all for it. More football. I mean, you can only have 53-man rosters in the NFL anyway, so there's a lot of talent that's going to end up doing other things. So why not? I support it.
Hey, what if
Wait,
Le'Veon
is
Bell
this-
went down there?
is this- Sorry, I'm looking at the XFL page. This Oliver Luck, as in Andrew Luck's father?
Yeah, who used to run NFL Europe
Oh, okay.
back in the day,
All right.
which was actually kind of dope, and then it just folded.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't have.
Yeah, dude, I loved NFL Europe.
Yeah, I don't know why that went down the drain. We just send teams to play in London now.
I
but
think
it
it-
was like a whole separate kind of league.
I think it was just the timing because if streaming would have been a big thing at that time, they could have made more money off of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody was really only ones watching the games were the guys in those countries.
True, true.
Because, like, you would have to wake up at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning to go watch a game. Like, nah, fam. But if I could stream it or put it on YouTube, I'm all good. Switching back to the NFL, you got a couple guys. It's just weird. Reuben Foster got picked up by the Redskins?
The Redskins, yeah.
The Redskins
he's
also
still on the exempt list, but
for 6 games, right?
no, he's on the commissioner's exempt list till whenever they decide to take him off. Presumably when everything is cleared up or not cleared up.
Oh, okay. Let's see. You also have what you call it? Alex Smith got blasted, so they brought in Colt McCoy, who just also got blasted. So now Mark Sanchez is relevant again.
Yeah, Alex Smith breaks his leg. Colt McCoy breaks his leg, and now they have Mark Sanchez, who facilitated a 90-yard TD run.
But that was like the most yards like the guy had all game. He had nothing else all
I know
game.
he did, and that was the longest TD run of AP's career.
And they still lost that game too, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, you knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because now, like I was telling you, Floyd, off air, the only reason that the Cowboys are gonna have any chance in the NFC East now is because Alex Smith broke his leg.
Yeah, dude. It's ticking me off so much that they're about to they're in the playoffs right now. Even though their defense is showing up, it's just the fact that they're in the playoffs now.
Yeah.
You got Kareem Hunt super kicking people, thinking he's Bret Hart.
I don't know about super kicking.
I mean,
It's not the popular thing.
I don't think it's enough to kick someone off a team.
did you watch the video?
I did, and I'm not. Man, I ain't about to sit up here and say what he did was right, because obviously it was not. He is totally in the wrong. You got to be the bigger person. But I know for a fact there are. I'm not trying to say nothing's. If it's not the worst thing, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying that, but I don't think that is regards to be removed from a team. Suspension, sure. He should have told the truth. That's probably where they nailed him at.
Yeah.
Because he didn't tell the truth. But for that, Ray Rice came back that same season, right?
I think the thing different from Ray Rice though was he admitted to like straight up.
Well, because he was busted right away. He knew elevator got cameras. I don't know why he didn't think a hotel would have cameras. No, I wouldn't kick him off personally. And then honestly, man, we can keep it real that fans don't give a damn.
Nah, they
Keep it
don't.
real. Fans do not care. They do not care that he hit a woman. They do not. NFL does not care. And I mean, honestly, what happens when a woman or someone gets assaulted by an NFL player? NFL buys them a wardrobe. That's what happens. They get paid, and then the game goes on.
Yep.
Money soothes most wounds when it comes to physical wounds. It does. I mean, is it wrong? Yeah. Was he wrong? Absolutely. I mean,
But you don't think he should have lost his job?
no,
over it?
I do not think. If I'm Kansas City, personally, if I'm Kansas City and I'm finally making headlines, if I'm actually a major contender, I'm not letting him go. I will face all that pain, all that criticism.
Yeah, I'd just maybe suspend him a game or two, and be like, "Hey, look, man, you kind of fucked up. You lied to us. Here's a game. Sit on the bench for a while."
Honestly, I'll put him out to the playoffs. I'll spend the rest of the regular season, and which is pretty. That's a good 4 games.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then come playoff time, because we're trying to win.
That's true.
Like, I mean, Super Bowl puts all this away. So, yeah, and I'm picking up Foster too. I'm not about to sit up here. No, I mean, because we think about it, what is your resume gonna say? I guarantee you, even when Aaron Murray had that problem, guess what? His resume is still gonna say you won 3 national championships. You put how many people in the pros, first rounders. You were one of the greatest coaches. You were running the SEC when the SEC was strong. So that isn't gonna say, oh, ignore the domestic violence from another. It's not gonna say that. Some people want to put the asterisk by there. I guarantee it's gonna be everybody who's not a Florida or Ohio State fan.
So you're in the same camp I am. You should be able to separate the person from their job.
No, I think that you have to have some accountability, but I'm not gonna make that I'm not gonna put a black eye on his resume.
That's what I'm saying. Like if what he did in his personal life is like, yeah, let the police do all their stuff, and then it shouldn't affect the man's job unless it's happened on the job.
Right. If he didn't do it himself,
Right.
I'm not about to put it on him like that. Now, granted, I mean, yeah, you are held accountable because, I mean, if you could say you didn't know, but I mean, it's a lot of people to manage, man. You're managing a lot of coaches. Have you ever seen those shows when they're in those coaches' rooms? You got a lot of people in that room.
Right. There's a lot of coaches, and they have a lot of investigators just to go after and look at stuff.
There's so much going on that no, I'm keeping Kareem Hunt. And I'm taking Foster off waivers. I'm picking up Gordon as soon as I'll take the mess because guess what? I look good if we go to playoffs. I get a bonus if we win a Super Bowl or a playoff game. Yeah, these guys have issues, so you gotta critique them a little bit harder. Of course. I mean, you can't just act like, oh no, they didn't do anything wrong. But I'm not about to sit up here and let talent go to waste or let my rival get talent because I want to hold this high moral ground when it's
Right.
obvious the NFL does not care for real.
And they really kind of can't hold that high moral ground because they have Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you, Tyreek Hill, yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody kind of forgot about that, but
Yeah. There's no video. That's why.
yeah.
There's no video. And then this is a guy that pled guilty and was convicted. Like in Kareem Hunt's case, there's been no charges filed.
Yeah, for punching a pregnant woman.
I want to say Cleveland PD's probing the requests
Yeah.
involving Kareem Hunt, but I mean, it's Cleveland, so nobody
I
really
mean,
gives
yeah,
a shit.
that's where he's from. You know, I don't know. I feel like I just look at it like fans ain't gonna be happy either way.
Nah.
Like I guarantee you, like I mean, could the NFL probably have found it? I think TMZ can get it. I mean,
Like, the NFL should have been able to have this.
NFL just had to
way
fork up that money, but they didn't want to do that because it's NFL. But no one has to drop that tape because it's not law enforcement looking for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, if you want the tape, then pay the money.
Right.
And I mean, he'll be back somewhere, and he'll be back. He will be back. I'll guarantee it. I feel like guys get recruited out of high school when they go to college, and they've had breaking and entering, arm right. They've had things on there, but they're juveniles, so they don't get the full extent of the law at the time. But it happens. All the assaults that happen on campus, come on, man. All the cover-ups, just they can't cover this up because they got out. They couldn't get ahead of it. Kareem Hunt played himself by not telling them straight up.
Yeah.
Like, you on a hot team. They are hot. You're going to bring a lot of views this season. You think the NFL don't want that money? Come on, man. They would have definitely been like, look, all right, well,
Right.
you did this. Okay, we got to get this tape. We got to get ahead of this. We're going to have to suspend you, but you will be back before that Rams game. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you will be back before that Saints game. So come on, man. He played himself, and that's what sucks about it because the guy was talented. I've seen him play in college when he played Western Michigan. We played against Western Michigan in the MAC championship, and he was a talent, man. He's
Nah, he'll be picked up by next season.
he'll be picked up somewhere. Yep.
Yeah, because like you said, everybody needs a running back.
They bet. All I said, he better hope the Steelers don't go for him, man. I'm telling you, you better hope the AFC team does not take him because I could totally see that.
I can see Baltimore going after him. Baltimore love doing stuff like that.
Yeah, you gonna see. Well, that's the Patriots. No, the Patriots kind of loaded already. But
I can see the Patriots doing it anyway.
Not
They'll
really a
cut a
running
bunch of
back,
people like,
yeah.
oh, we got a running back that can actually run. We don't need to bet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you showed 10 minutes late, you cut.
It was probably Bill Belichick. Belichick probably fucking dropped the video, man.
Right?
Oh yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
He's like,
I'll pay the money.
He's like 60 chests. I'm just like moving the pieces
He's
around.
like, yeah, this team too high. All right, perfect. Wait, I'll wait till this time. I don't want to drop it too early because then
What are they? The Patriots, what, 9-4, 9-3 right now?
9-3.
Yeah, he dropped the video. 100%. Blaming him. Before we move on to the whole Packers thing, we want to talk about some NBA stuff. We got Mr. Nuggets over here talking about how they're the best team in the West.
They beat the best team. Well, one, they are the best team in the West. They're number one right now. And two, they beat the best team in the East. So like I was telling y'all, that's basically the championship. They won. They won. It's not even Christmas yet.
This is the same guy that keeps telling me that the NBA doesn't matter till after the All-Star break.
Well, he's talking mad hype right
Right.
now.
Yeah.
It matters right now. It matters
But
right now.
if I'm not mistaken, the Nuggets did the same shit last year around the same time.
I mean, you got to start out hot.
But y'all keep forgetting Isaiah Thomas is coming back.
Okay. What's wrong with Isaiah Thomas?
He's an offensive killer, man.
Nah, he's going to be all right. He's going to come back. He's on a 1-year contract. He's got a point to prove. He wants to look good.
What's that kid y'all drafted? He hasn't played yet, right? He had back surgery.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah.
I forgot about that guy. Because he hasn't played.
He's a steal. He is a steal.
I mean,
If he could be healthy,
Oh, yeah, they
that's the
drafted
thing.
him with a messed up back. With their first pick.
yeah, Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's yeah.
If he can stay healthy, that kid's gonna be a beast. But I
If he
mean,
can stay healthy. But
Well-
I mean,
if you're
Jokic and
Jokic is a
Millsap
monster.
and Harris, like all those guys are looking good right now. Like I kind of don't really want them to mess with that lineup too much.
No,
'Cause
it
they're
works.
They're all gelling together pretty well right now.
A smart coach won't do that.
I would let Isaiah run the second unit when he comes back. I mean, he's gonna be playing off the bench anyway.
Yeah.
But let's see, you got Denver, you got OKC, actually playing pretty good right now. They're 16-7. LA Clippers, Golden State, LA's at 5, Memphis Grizzlies at 6, Trailblazers at 7, Dallas Mavericks starting to play pretty good too. And sitting at 8. In the Eastern Conference, you got Toronto Raptors 21-5, just balling out.
Yeah.
Milwaukee 16-7, Philadelphia 76ers, Detroit Pistons, Indiana Pacers, Celtics, Orlando, and Charlotte.
Well, speaking of 76ers, you saw they finally have a diagnosis or whatever
For Markel Fultz,
Yeah.
what is it? What's that stuff in the shoulder called?
Something
They
with the
call
nerve
it-
in the shoulder.
Yeah, they call it thoracic
thoracic
syndrome.
outlet syndrome.
Yeah, thoracic outlet syndrome. Basically, like his body's not pumping enough blood or something.
Yeah, it refers to collection of signs and symptoms resulting from neurovascular compression in the thoracic outlet, where key, like you said, key blood vessels and nerves traveling routes supplied upper extremities. Compression of normal pressure structures in the thoracic outlet can be due to soft tissue. Blah 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 blah. In other words, he fell off a motorcycle and he hurt himself.
It's tough for the guy, man. He's gonna be considered one of the biggest busts ever.
I hope not, dude. That sucks for him because you was talking about college earlier. That dude was balling in college.
He shouldn't have did the one and done.
Yeah.
They're saying it's only going to be. He's only going to need 3 to 6 weeks. And
But still, though, man, his shot is trash
Oh,
now.
I know.
God.
I mean, how do you get? But I mean, don't when you get drafted, don't people? Who are the scouts for this dude? This dude is trash. Well, just because he's the way he could drive to the basket that made him so that we don't need a shot. What planet are you living in? What scouting? Are those scouts still working? Because I would fire all those dudes.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Because
I'm sure they are.
I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a 3-point shooting league now. It's been for quite some time, and this guy's shot is terrible, but he's that dope where you're like, yeah, we'll still spin out first. We'll pick you over many other players that are balling right now, and I just feel like I don't know how you recover from this. I don't know how you blow a first round overall, and still, like, they have Embiid, they still have Simmons, they got Butler, they have a team still. You know how bad you got to be to blow a first round pick?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of helped him out that he started trashing because now they got Jimmy Butler.
I mean, yeah, but you could have had someone else. He didn't come out the same one Tatum did he? No.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
He came out before Tatum.
He came at the same time.
You're right. It was false Tatum. It was false.
Because Boston had the pick, and then Boston traded back. Because I guess they knew something about Fultz. And Philly was like, whoa, we want Fultz. And they're like, all right, we'll take Jason Tatum.
You're right. Wow, you really, man. Somebody had to lose their job for that.
What's the general manager up in Boston?
No, you're not talking about Ainge, right?
Yeah, he's playing everybody, dude.
Yeah.
He's just like, man, puppet master. 76 will never be good.
Yeah. Well, you better do something about his boy, Gordon Hayward.
Trade him. Trade him, man.
Give it time. They got time.
To the All-Star break.
They're pulling a Golden State, man. They'll be slow at the beginning, and then they'll pull away at the end. Yeah. It's the East. It ain't going to be that hard.
Right. No, it's not going to be that.
Just trade for Draymond Green. Draymond, Kyrie on the same team. I can dig it.
No.
Have Al Horford on the wing.
I don't feel like Draymond. I don't think Draymond would work well outside the Warriors.
No.
That's why I want to send him to the Celtics.
Dope, man.
That's why I want to trade him to the Celtics. Exactly the reason why.
Man, I just hate how he got so much mouth on him, man. I really,
he doesn't
dislike that.
He's like a chihuahua, man.
But if you look at his stats, he's a normal player.
He's good. Defensively, he's actually pretty stout. But he doesn't. You put him anywhere else, and he'll fade away.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
100%.
He's not going to be that guy on any other team.
He's that guy on that team because that team's too busy scoring to be that guy.
Exactly.
To be the defensive guy.
That team's too busy scoring, so when he makes that big defensive play, like, everyone gets all excited.
Because there's so much of a scoring team. No one else is doing that. So there's no offense, the defense on that team besides him.
Right.
But I never liked the guy. I mean, I didn't like him when he was at Michigan State, to be honest. I don't like someone that acts that way when it ain't you.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you cost your team a championship, and people feel that I feel like they don't even bring it up because they don't want to get mad.
Just a bunch of bums anyway. So we're gonna take a quick break real quick. After we come back, we're gonna talk about the whole Mike McCarthy thing. So be right back. All right, guys, we're back talking about this whole Packers thing. So, if I'm not mistaken, another person from the Packers got fired too?
Oh, yeah, but whatever. Honestly, a lot more people need to go. Honestly, a lot of it was the linebackers coach. Yeah,
They don't really have a defense anyways a little bit.
Exactly. I mean, the linebackers were always actually the only things that were good, but it needs a whole revamp, and it's.
So, all right, let me ask you. McCarthy's been coached since 2006.
Well, we'll break down the whole thing before you do that. If nobody's been paid attention, just if they're under a rock, the Foles coach got fired.
Packers coach got fired. I've been calling this for quite some time now.
It was after what game?
After the Arizona game where Crosby
2 hours after the Arizona game.
I know he probably was still wearing his windbreaker. And they probably,
They're like, give me that.
yeah, they probably didn't have a team meeting yet.
Like, get the fuck out.
No, yeah. I mean, when you lose to an Arizona Cardinals, a dome team in Lambeau in December. Nah, you have to go. Like people can. You remember when Brett Favre was there? Of course, all hail Brett. You was not winning in Lambeau. You were not. You just knew it wasn't happening. It didn't matter if it was September or if it was December. You knew if it was raining and cold and snowing. You wasn't winning. It didn't matter. It did not matter. But now Lambeau ain't even as feared anymore. It's still just as cold, if not colder. And people are like, oh, we can go on Lambeau and win. Man, what? That was growing up. I never. I'm like, Brett Favre, Lambeau, is under 40 degrees. Well, you know what? I don't even gotta watch the game. I can go to sleep. So, yeah, but now, no. Look, I mean, Crosby's on his way out too. He's obviously looking mortal all out of nowhere. It's crazy that Cliff really does come, man. It really does.
Not for Brady.
Consistent. All of a sudden, you lose a game single-handedly in a dome, which is amazing.
That is funny.
Then you come back home. And you miss a kick, 49-yarder. It's difficult, but it's nothing you're not used to. And you miss that, a game-tying field goal. But if you saw that game, it wasn't just on him.
No.
It was. I think it was play calling, but it was also just like a mutiny. I think it was time. McCarthy's just too archaic, man.
What, 13 years with it?
Yeah,
so
13.
So in a way, you're kind of insinuating that the team.
The team was just tired of like the whack play calling. They're tired of like Aaron Rodgers having to be so good because the defense knows what you're gonna do. And you still get it done just because you're that good, and versus having some type of strategy, having a different image, a different form of offense to maybe be able to exploit the defense and be able to show off the skills that some of these rookie receivers and Aaron Rodgers have. They weren't doing it. McCarthy had to go. I'm telling you, you could just tell, you could just see it. Like you could just see him. Yeah, he's been good for so long, but he's had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks, so it wasn't like he had to put that much work into it. But we do this from the beginning of the season. You get rid of Jordy Nelson and you get rid of Aaron Rodgers, quarterback coach, without even consulting with him first.
Well, I think that was Jim that did that part.
But that's why they're calling for Murphy to be fired too, because they're just
trash.
Man, it's just what are you doing? Like, yeah, you're one of these like prolific franchises of all time. I mean, the Brady Trophy literally is like the Super Bowl trophy is named after the coach of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, yeah, there's history with that, but this conservative play calling it's whack. It's whack. You're not in the division. Does not belong to the Packers anymore. It does not. You got the Bears upcoming. They got their quarterback.
Yep.
Minnesota has their quarterback. Detroit just can't get it right because they need someone who actually cares about football. And when one of them forwards, someone has to care about it in order to turn that around. So,
all right, so 2006, McCarthy came in, right?
Yes.
Since 2006, they've only missed the playoffs 3 times. The most recent being last year.
Mm-hmm.
His record, 125, 77, and 2. Over that, 12 years?
Mm-hmm.
Is he really that bad of a coach?
Okay.
I mean, just looking at the fact that you've only missed the playoffs 3 times in that record. There's a 61% win percentage over that time.
Well, when you first come in, I understand he had Brett Favre for those first 2 years, 6 or 7, and got rid of him, and then he started losing to Brett Favre from Minnesota. So that's why didn't make the playoffs in 2008, because Rodgers was good. You could tell when Favre went out for that injury.
Oh yeah.
You saw that backup. You saw how he looked, but I think he's not a great coach.
No.
And you can't and you got to understand that their defense has always been whack.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you're a bad coach because you got the greatest quarterback arguably ever, arguably, and you can't put anybody around him. Like, where are these draft picks going? Yeah. You guys are still injury prone. Every year it's the same thing. You guys go so far with so little. You got third stringers having to step up in NFC Championship games. You got guys that were just rookies, like were literally like just playing in barely like a group Power 5 conference playing NFL now. I don't say he's a bad coach. I just don't like how the schemes were so dependent upon the quarterback being so skilled, because we saw when Hundley came in how he looked. Whack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you can only go down from that, really. So I think he's a bad coach because he hasn't put anyone there. Like you got, they look for the cheap route, I would say, because I mean, who really want you got to pay these stars to go to Green Bay, man. It ain't like you in Miami or Houston. You know, you're in Wisconsin. Come on, man. And this is football, outdoor field. Come on. So,
but Green Bay Green Bay's like legendary though.
It's legendary.
That's a place that people want to play.
People want to play for the historic.
I mean, they don't have to live there. But that's
during the season.
yeah, but that's a pretty prestigious franchise
I'm not
based on
putting
its history.
I'm not putting his wins or his losses solely on him until recent.
Right.
Like these past 2 seasons, I'm gonna say it's on him. I'm gonna say, but prior to that, when they were going 15-1, 11-5, 12-4, 10-6, they were
7-1.
yeah, the 8. Okay, all right, 8-7-1. and yeah.
What's funny that year they were first in the NFC North. That's why.
That, and they lucked up. Now they're not gonna get that same luxury
No,
because
they're not.
Minnesota and Chicago are good.
Yeah.
So and they have better defensive players. And why was like for some strange reason, I don't know how Chicago was able to get Khalil Mack like as
Because
if
the
no one
Raiders-
else reached out.
Because the Raiders are dumb.
No.
That's why.
The
Raiders
fact
are dumb.
that was no one else ringing on it, calling that phone?
The 49ers.
Like, why were the Packers not hitting? Why were they not like? What are you doing? Like, I'm putting my hat in the ring every time I can with one of these big dudes. What? Wait, are we not gonna go after Gordon? Are we not gonna go after like some of these guys? Like, why is Green Bay like? I'm never hearing about Green Bay trying to reach out to anybody. Like, our best receiver went to Fresno State. Like, and he's balling. Great pick. Great option. I mean, he finally they developed him. But come on, you don't always have to do that.
Right.
Like you don't. And if your scheme isn't good enough, which it isn't, you're not Belichick. You can't just sit up here and do everything with nothing. Even though they're completely dependent on their quarterback too, but they're also on their defense because Belichick's more of a defensive minded player, color coach. So, but Green Bay McCarthy just didn't have it anymore. Some of the play calls, you're going 4th and 2s and not getting them because of the pressure. You didn't even want to go for that, but you went for it because last time you didn't go for it and you lost, and you still lost because you didn't execute the play right. Like, why are you running the ball 4th and 2? Why?
When your quarterback is Aaron Rodgers.
Yes. Or run like the calling was so whack. It just it was almost like a outside like off tackle like run. It wasn't gonna work, and especially with 3 hurt linemen.
Yeah.
It's just the stuff like that. It's like, come on, man. Like, why are commentators seeing this but you're not? Like, why is it that like Troy Aikman in the booth sees these things and you just magically just don't? Like, Troy Aikman ain't in the locker room. He ain't in the practices. How's he pointing these things out? So, no, perfect. I'm glad they fired him. I'm glad they did it how he did because it goes to show. It goes to show that he was falling off. It's a wake-up call for him. He'll get hired somewhere else. Mm-hmm. He will. But now he's like, damn, this hasn't happened since 1953 where they fired a coach mid-season.
Wait, what?
So
yes, that hasn't
You're
happened.
talking about the Packers haven't fired a coach?
Packers-
Oh, I was about to say, because that's what the coach got fired this season.
Oh no, no, the Packers haven't done that since 1953. They don't do that. They don't shun you like that. Usually they let the season end, but he was just that whack. You lose to the Cardinals, man?
yeah.
No.
So let me ask you this about that Cardinals game. Aaron Rodgers went 31 for 50 for 233 yards and 1 touchdown. 31 for 50. None of the receivers, nobody on the team had over 100 yards receiving. Devontae Adams had 93, but part of that he had a big play.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think any of this is it mostly play calling and maybe Aaron Rodgers not pushing back on the play calling, or is there more of a disconnect besides the coaching? I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
I think Aaron Rodgers didn't want to deal with it anymore either. I think he was. I feel like I've heard some of the stories. Like, I do think Aaron Rodgers is a little difficult to deal with. But when you're that great, you kind of, if you know what you can do best.
Yeah.
And so I think there was some changing of play calling going on at the line of scrimmage, but that's okay. You can do that.
Right. No one's gonna have a problem.
No, yeah. I mean, I think he was pushing back on certain play calls because they're stagnant. The Packers aren't used to looking like this. They're not.
No.
And yeah, they got lost Jordy, Remcott's hurt, Allison's gone right now. Like, yeah, they got a run game now. So now you got to worry about the run game on top of Aaron Rodgers.
I would just shut this season down for him. With the 4 games left, I would just be like, look, let's keep Aaron healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still going to play him because the fans are there. But I would just try to keep him healthy, keep the run game healthy, and then just start over new next year.
Yeah, start over. You got 2 first-round draft picks next
Yeah.
year. Just get the picks right. That's the thing. I think it was coaching in the sense that Like, I mean, your defense. How is your defense constantly?
Yeah, you need
bottom?
defensive players, man.
How are you constantly in the bottom? You did it right and got DBs, but then they get hurt. So
And you
find
traded
a
away
strength-
Dix,
Go
man.
to Alabama and just get whichever strength and conditioning coach you can find that'll leave and move to Wisconsin, because I don't understand how every year it's the same players getting hurt, and around the same time of the season, and it just and then come playoff. Well, it won't be this year, but. When you went to the playoffs against Atlanta, everybody was banged up. How is this happening?
Yeah.
What is going on in the fact where other teams don't deal with this?
No.
I don't know why, but other teams don't have these injury problems when you're needed the most.
They're like warming up. What's supposed to warming up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? Why are you guys out for the season this week 7?
Shit.
Like, you know, it's just stuff like that. It just really upsets me. So, no, I think that I don't even care really who they bring on. If they just bring on someone who's more open-minded to really open up the playbook, really trying to get something going where you can compete with Minnesota and Chicago now. Change the defense. I mean, I like the scheme with the linebackers and then the jack linebacker constantly blitzing. I like all that. I didn't like getting rid of Clinton Dix. That was not
That was
a
weird.
smart move.
That was weird, bro.
Yeah, so I hope you're looking for a safety now in this draft. But just some of the decisions just don't make sense. Like, I really... And that's why I think everybody just says it was time. Thank you for the Super Bowl, but we should. I mean, you win the Super Bowl and come back the next season and go 15-1 after winning the Super Bowl.
So, who's the coach out in for the Patriots? Everybody keeps talking about is going to go out there.
Daniels.
Okay, plot twist. Belichick retires. Daniels becomes the head coach of the Patriots. Belichick unretires, goes to the Packers.
That'd be the greatest thing in the history of the world. I think Belichick. I don't know, man. Belichick seems like he's.
That would be a very Belichick thing to do though. Like just leave and then go to another team.
If you should have played, yeah, I mean, you give him that, and then that would be me. Then he's gonna be like the Phil Jackson of the NFL, coaching the 2 best players ever. You know, and that would be cool because then you see Green Bay get a defense, and then Green Bay is that one thing they've never had. They've never had defense. Even when Favre was there, the defense was always suspect. It's just that Bears were so trash for so long, and Minnesota wasn't that dope either. And then the Lions just, yeah, like I mean, that'd be amazing. I'd love that. That'd be amazing. I don't think that's gonna happen, but
Or, plot twist, Marvin Lewis gets fired by the Bengals. Gets picked up by the Packers.
yeah, then that's gonna be a problem. Ain't nobody going for that. No, hell no. So I don't know.
Okay, so who's even in contention for this job right now?
Lincoln
Who's the
Riley.
guy out of
Lincoln Riley.
No, that's something else. Keep McCarthy then. No defense, all offense. Like you about to see Oklahoma get blown out. Like you about to see them get blown out.
Well, according to CBS, they already picked to win.
all right,
Yeah, I don't believe it either, but
we'll get to that in a minute. That is not gonna happen. They can't stop anything. Like no, that is gonna be. You're gonna see Big 12 get popped in these bowl games. They're like, all right, Texas, y'all want to be dope? We playing Georgia.
bam in the
Y'all gonna
face.
get smoked.
Bam in the
Yeah,
face.
it's gonna. UCF, you guys want to be big dogs? LSU. Like they purposely doing that like to shut all these people up. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so no, I think that there's the OC, the offensive coordinator out of Kansas City, Andy Reid pipeline. That's
They gonna take another one from him? Damn. He already lost the first one.
yeah. He lost Nagy and I forget the other guy's name. That would work because that's a more of a open-minded playbook.
Yeah.
Open that ball. Let Rodgers do what he needs to do. Because you ain't got no defense, so you need to score. So why are you playing conservative?
Yeah, and the Chiefs ain't got a defense, so
Right. I think that he'd be a good move. The current guy, he's not gonna keep the job.
no, he's just there for the
He's just there for
time
the time being. Just to say we gave a chance. It's one of those pity opportunities. No, I mean honestly, as far as right now, I'm more focused on draft picking than coaching because Green Bay, they're gonna pick someone that fits the profile and can do what they need them to do.
Right.
I'm not too worried about that. I just think that now the spotlight's on them because the division is not as trash as it once was.
Yeah.
Where Green Bay was able to automatically have 5-6 wins.
I don't know.
Now that's not so much. And yeah, this is supposed to be a comeback season, and it's been terrible.
Right.
So-
weren't they supposed to win out?
They're supposed to go like 12-4.
Yeah, they're supposed to win out. We're in the.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, but that's why why would you get rid of someone's quarterback coach? I'm not getting rid of anybody's quarterback coach ever, and I'm not getting rid of a guy who played with for 10 years. Yeah, he's injury prone, but so is the whole damn defense. So, like, what's one more injury prone guy? I guarantee he'd be there right now.
He'd be doing way better than he's doing on the Raiders right now.
Way better.
God.
You see him over trying to redirect these new guys, and they don't know what to do. Jordy always knew where to be, man.
You know what's
don't
crazy
do
though?
that.
Is Amari Cooper is like coming back to life now in Dallas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe it's Derek Carr, but
no, it's not. It's not Derek Carr.
It's
Gruden. It's Gruden.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to take another quick break, but then we'll be back to talk about college football players. So stand by. All right, we're back, man. So we got the college football players about to start up. I got the list of the games, a couple bowl games we could talk about real quick before we get to the main ones. Let's see. Got my team, Arizona State, playing against Fresno State. I mean, I'm actually kind of glad for him. You know, he managed to get him to a bowl game the first year there, so I'm like, all right, big ups to you.
Oh yeah, I remember his thing.
Yeah.
That team looked pretty good, bro.
They're gonna do all right.
If they can get some recruiting down, it'll be all right.
Why would you not want to go to Arizona State? That place is awesome.
Maybe not everybody wants to party all the time. Maybe they want to get their education. I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
College football players? Nah.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face, man.
Nah.
How many of them actually graduate before they get drafted?
Bro, I can't name a.
There in the Pac-12, they usually stay because they're not usually all that.
Dog, the only player I know that graduated from Arizona State that's a pro is James Harden. That's the only one I can name.
And you know he wasn't doing his homework.
Bro.
You know.
No, this is before he had the beard, though.
Okay. So
Yeah, so he was still looking kind of weird.
man's not hot.
Man's not hot. See, Miami's playing Wisconsin. I might watch that one. Just for shits and giggles. Let me see. Florida's playing Michigan.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I think Michigan can take Florida.
You know, usually Michigan hasn't lost to Florida, but they can't beat Florida State for some magical reason. But I don't know.
Did Florida State even get a bowl game?
First year. I hate that it had to be a brother, man, but no, Taggart, they didn't get 6 wins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for the first time since in like 50-something years.
Let me see. You got Michigan State playing Oregon.
Now Michigan State's gonna get popped.
It's going to be a high-scoring game, though.
Well, the thing is, they got that first rounder Herbert, maybe the first quarterback off the board.
Oh, yeah.
So they're gonna want to see what they can do. That's gonna be interesting.
Let's see. Northwest was playing Utah. I might watch that one. LSU, like you said, LSU's playing UCF in the Fiesta Bowl. So let's see if LSU can put another 75 points up. Kentucky's playing Penn State. Georgia's playing Texas. Washington's playing Ohio State in the Rose Bowl game. The Outback Bowl is Mississippi State versus Iowa.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at this, and I don't like any of these matchups, honestly. I really don't.
Nah, I mean, like, it just seems like a bunch of mismatch games.
It seems like, well, it seems they don't. They usually, I mean, bowls. I like bowls because they're usually teams you really never will ever see.
Yeah.
Besides this, but I feel like the Big Ten is about to get like exposed.
Like, the only ones I'm probably gonna watch, I might watch that Texas Georgia game.
Man, you gotta watch that.
I'm definitely gonna watch the two big dog games, but then like everything else, like you said, it doesn't. I might watch the LSU game just to watch UCF get popped.
Yeah, but if you look at it, what they did was they set the SEC up to like almost can be able to run the table. The only one they may not win is the Michigan one. But if you look at what Auburn playing Purdue, bro.
You don't want to rock with the train.
No, and then you got what? I'm looking at Missouri and Oklahoma State.
They got a quarterback next year now.
North Carolina State, Mississippi State, Iowa. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the SEC may not lose a bowl game. Kentucky may be the only one that loses to Penn State. Maybe. That's like the
Penn State
only
done fallen
one.
off, man. Though.
Yeah. Other than this, I think the SEC literally can run the table, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, we'll see what they did. They beat everybody else in every other conference." You know, and that's what's gonna happen.
SEC run football.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm looking at this like, yeah, that's what's gonna. I think, man, wow, I see what the league did.
Well, going to the two big dogs, you got the Cotton Bowl Classic, which is number 3 Notre Dame and number 2 Clemson at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12:29.
I'm telling you guys now, both those games are gonna be trash. Both of them.
You think so?
I'm telling you that the game I'm actually most excited for is Georgia Texas. I'm not excited for Clemson Notre Dame. You're gonna see Notre Dame get exposed.
Yeah.
Like they did last time.
Clemson just throws points up like crazy.
Clemson's about to suffocate that offense. I'm telling you, Clemson. But the thing is, Clemson's not that proven either. But we know they're better. I mean, they low key almost lost to Syracuse again. So come on, no, I really think that game's gonna be a pop session. Oklahoma and Alabama, that's going to be a high scoring game, but it's going to be like a very high scoring game.
You think it'll be high scoring though? Because Nick Saban has a tendency to like take high scoring offenses and just suffocate the crap out of them.
Right.
I mean, Bama about to score a lot of points. Bama
I don't know.
putting up
Tua's hurt
45
though.
easy.
Tua, he got the ankle surgery going on right
I
now.
wouldn't even play Tua in this game.
Really?
No, man, Hurts does not look like Hurts how he used to. Like that guy took a year off and really got his stock up, man. He really put himself. He literally just put himself into like the top 4 rounds now.
Nah, he's going to the AAF. What are you talking about?
No, he better not. No, he put himself in contention. He's throwing on a run. He's actually trying to pass the ball. Like, and he's always been, you know, safe with the ball. He was putting his accuracy has really taken a step forward. So I would just play him against Oklahoma because I mean your defense is gonna run. I mean your offense is gonna run that ball. They're gonna run all over Oklahoma. Like Oklahoma, and then if you saw the Oklahoma the Big 12 championship, those big corners for Texas gave Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, they
problems.
did. Yeah, Kyler Murphy did. He looked mortal in that game.
Yes, he looked. They gave him some problems, and I think that's what. And Bama only breeds big DBs anyway, so that's gonna be a problem on those smaller receivers. And then you got Trey Sermon, who's not next level, but the freshman Kennedy Brooks definitely is. That's an NFL running back, which doesn't surprise you coming out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But no, I think honestly, I don't see any good games. I think the Clemson Bama game is not even gonna be a good game either. True freshman, come on, man. The team is like, really?
Was it Kelly Bryant is his name? No, that's the one that just transferred to
Trevor
Missouri.
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, he's a freshman, yeah, but Saban's like, oh, really? You'll give me a freshman? He's about to lose to a freshman? Nah.
A Froshy.
Oh yeah, no. They're gonna get after him, give him some pressure, and make him like have to make impulse throws on the run, and that's where you make mistakes. I think all these games are gonna suck, and then I promise you, next year they'll be like, you know what? No, Notre Dame ain't getting in. 'Cause I bet you the league was hoping Notre Dame would drop a game. Because they were like, yeah, we don't want them in there. We could put an Ohio State in there. We could put someone else in there.
Put Georgia in there.
Yeah, put Georgia at number 3 and make Georgia play Clemson.
God. God.
Yeah, I would want that. That's what I would see. I would love to see that.
You talking about some fights on the field?
Yes, that'd be a brutal game. But that's what you want, and Notre Dame wouldn't.
Hey, isn't the coach for Clemson another part of the Saban tree?
He played for Alabama, but he's a part of. Yeah. Oh wait, no, he's not. No, he's not.
Because I know the Georgia coach was on the Saban tree.
Yeah, smartest. That Dabo was not. Dabo played for Bama though, but he wasn't because Saban hasn't lost to one of his assistants yet.
That's what I'm saying. Because I was about to say it's just Nick Saban versus himself, essentially.
It really is.
in this
It's
house.
crazy because Smart Georgia really looked like they were poised to beat them, but then once you show blood, man, Saban's gonna get you. You gotta go undefeated when you play. Because if he sees how to beat
Look.
you, like LSU did,
Yeah.
you're done.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But that's going to kind of wrap this up. Like, there's nothing really else but these bowl games are pretty much the rest of trash. I mean, I don't. I think Army can win this bowl game against Houston. So, just throwing it out there.
Let's hope they do.
Yeah.
Trump will be there.
Say what?
Wait, no. He's going to be at the other game. The Army-Navy game that ends the
Oh,
season.
that game is going to be, it's going to be wild.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
And you see the uniforms for that game?
Nah.
Check out the Army's new uniforms. The all black ones. If I can find a way to buy that jersey, I'm buying it. But no, if you want to follow us on Turtle, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, at the website, turtleshow.com. If you want to get on the show with us, just hit us up in the DMs and we can work it out. So, till next time, guys. Well, holla.
Later.